Alright, this is video A30, properties of numbers. So I'm going to do number 2 from your homework, which is 7 times the quantity 3 plus 4 is equal to 7 times 3 plus 7 times 4. So I want to know which property this is, so I look at it and I say, look, what I actually did was distribute that 7 to both terms, right? This, if I was to finish this and stick in one extra step here, right, it would be 7 times 3 plus, and then I distribute it to the 4, and I'd get 7 times 4. That's a time sign, and that's the distributive property. Oh, there you go. That's the distributive property. Now I'm going to do number 4 for you. So let's take a look at number 4, and let's look at the difference between those two. So number 4 says that we have the quantity 3 times 6 times 7 is equal to 3 times the quantity 6 times 7. So in this case, I didn't distribute anything. If you take a look here, you can see that, this 3 didn't get distributed to this 6, right? This didn't get distributed, this didn't get distributed. If you look here, I started with 1, 2, 3 terms, and I ended with 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. But here I started with 1, 2, 3 terms, and I ended with 1, 2, 3 terms. So nothing got distributed. So in this case here, let's look at what did happen. Well, what did happen is my parentheses changed where they're located. So when my parentheses move, right, I say that it's the associative property. To associate means to hang out with. So the people who are in the parentheses house, right, are different. In this time here, I have 3 and 6 in the parentheses.
Once again, we will be testing the alarms over the next several minutes. Please be patient.
And then here I have associated inside the parentheses a 6 times 7. So in this case here, I'm going to go ahead and say that this one is the associative property of multiplication, I guess I would say, right? And then let's go ahead and take a quick look at number 6, since this is, 2 minutes into it and we've already finished 2. So number 6 here is 4 and 2/10 plus 3 and 4/10 is equal to 3 and 4/10 plus 4 and 2/10. Sorry guys, the alarm's going off. That's your extra credit. What was going off? The alarm at school. Alright, so here we go. Let's take a look at this one here. So as you can see, right, 2 terms on this side, 2 terms on that side. No parentheses, so it can't be the associative property. But what I do notice is they commuted around the plus sign. So this guy was first, and now he's second. This guy was second, and now he's first. So it's like commuting to work, right, back and forth. So in this case here, this would be the commutative property of addition. All right, does anybody have any questions there? That wraps up video 1. So what I'll probably ask you is, if there are parentheses, how do I decide if it is the associative property or if it's the distributed? And, if I started with 3 terms and I end with 3 terms, it has to be the associative. But if I start with these 3 terms and I distribute, so I end up with 4 terms, then I know that it's the distributive property, right? Okay, so the parentheses here, right, and the associative tells me who's hanging out with whom inside the parentheses. And when that changes, it's the associative, and commutative means they flip around a sign. All right, guys, that's the end of that one.